Hey guys, my name is Amit. You are in a learning path of HTTP. So today our topic is, why HTTP is called as a stateless protocol. So you might have heard about this. HTTP is called as a stateless protocol. So what do you mean by stateless? Why is HTTP called as a stateless protocol? We will talk about this only. So, we have learned multiple times that a client send a HTTP request to the server, correct? So, before sending a request to the before sending a http request to the server, client need to establish a tcp connection. Okay, client need to establish tcp connection tcp connection with the server. So client server's port number 80, because the default port number for http is 80. So client first created a connection, tcp connection with server. Okay, suppose the connection gets built up. This is the first process actually. Fine. Then clients, then only clients will be able to send a request to the server. If the connection gets failed, if the connection gets denied by the server, then client cannot send request to the server. So first the tcp connection should be made. Okay, then client send a request to server. Okay, that is request. Okay, so server takes the request, processes it, and then server send a response back to the client. Correct. So until client get the response back, the connection will still open. Fine. But after client will get the response back, then this connection will be lost. Fine. This connection will be lost. So when the client will want to send another request to the server, when the client what needs the same resource from the server, then client will send a new request again to the server. Correct. So that means for a new request, as the connection is not between the connection is not open between client and server, then client again need to set up a connection with the server, that is a tcp connection. Correct. So again we need to client need to send set up the connection first, then only client send a request again. Correct. So server, actually what happens, when you send a request again, it will be treated as a new request actually. So server does not keep any track of the previous request. So each request will be treated as a separate and independent transaction, so that is not related to previous request. So as each request treated as a separate request, actually server will not be able to understand that you sent a request earlier also to the server and you got the response back. So all the request is an independent request. This request doesn't have any relation with the previous request you have sent. So server cannot trace the state of the client. Fine. Means that's why http is a stateless protocol, because all the request is treated as a separate and independent request. Okay, that's why http is called the stateless protocol. So you might have you are worried probably, because what you are thinking, like when you log into the application, every time you send a every time you open a page, you don't need to provide your user credentials again and again, right? So how after logging in, how your data is being like faced all the times of your user id. So that's why session management came. Okay, session management, we will learn about that later on. Session management came, so we track, we just make this stateless to stateful by keeping track of the session. Okay, so that we will know about this again later on.